Hello and welcome to Avio's Journey in the Truck Edition. That's right. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artist grow their business, sidestep all of the crazy things that I seem to constantly walk into. It is December 29th. 2021. We are almost done with 2021. And as you can see, I'm coming to you from my truck. And, we bought a new property. We have been working on renovating that home. So we're staying with some friends. And I've put together which you've seen videos on the channel, my booth in my truck. And I haven't been able to really do videos in the style in which I like to do them. So I figured, you know what, we need a Vio's Journey in the Truck edition. So of course we'll probably have quite a few of these because I'll probably be here for the next month or so. So I'm excited to be coming to you and sharing my thoughts today for the new year, because since we are going into the new year, it is so important that we take this opportunity to not look behind us, but look forward. All right. As voice actors, we are running a business. All right. So our job right now should be to have a plan, create a plan for 2022. All right. So in today's episode, I want to talk to you really about three different things that I think you really need to plan out for your 2022 and for your success. And here's the thing. I mean, no matter what you do, having a clear, concise plan is a must. There has to be goals that you are trying to achieve, because it is too easy for us to get lost going down the rabbit hole, and no matter what we are doing, anything. I'm famous for getting lost in the rabbit hole and just getting, sidetracked left and right. So for 2022, the three things that I want to discuss, we need to focus on three main things. The first thing is we need to make sure, right, that we are increasing our business. Makes sense, all right? But when we say increasing our business, I want us to focus on being more precise. Precision can be the difference between us saying, yeah, I want more business, to us saying, hey, I want, 20 new clients this year. I want to raise my revenue by, 20%. I want to go from making $500 a month to making $2,000 a month. All right. We need more precision. All right. From that goal. Okay. Of either getting more business, making more money, whatever that one goal is, there's got to be a precise goal that you set. All right. For what you want to happen financially for you. Okay. So that's the first thing. So we'll say the number one thing to plan is, how much do you want to grow financially from your business? The second thing is, what are you going to do what extra things are you going to do, okay, in order to grow that extra money? This is where the rubber meets the road, okay, because you've got to determine what actually are you going to be doing differently. All right. So if you say, I want to go from $500 a month to $2,000 a month, or maybe I want to go from $0 a month to $500 a month, or I want to go from $0 a month to $5,000 a month, whatever your numbers are, there's got to be there's got to be something on the other side of the equation. Like, what are you actually putting out in order to equal that money you're getting? Okay. One thing in the case that we're talking about here, I think is very important to note, that leverage is the fastest way to get from point A to point, Z, right? You've got to leverage OPM, OPT, other people's money, other people's time. So for 2022, right, if you're trying to increase your revenue, which we just talked about, that is goal one, goal two needs to be, how can you increase your revenue I mean, how can you increase your output of activity to increase your revenue, right? All right. What is it that you need to do? It's more so what, not necessarily how, right? And then we've talked about on this channel in the past asking the correct type of questions. What do I need to do? Okay, what do I need to do? All right, and then how do I need to do that, or how can I do that, right? But what can I do in order to increase the output that I'm do? The more jobs I need to get, all right, the more work I need to do, the more marketing I need to do, right? That's very important. It could be, getting up on, and by the way, each one of these goals, they're going to have sub goals underneath them, right? And that's the job that you had to create in order to get, that's what you got to do in order to get to those top goals. So for example, for number 2, you might say, all right, so, goal number 1 was to get to $2,000 a month. I'm just starting out, I just started, I'm not making any money. Maybe what I need to do is to make sure that I am getting in front of enough people that is going to, pay me, that is going to want to actually work with me. So let's think of some numbers. All right. So basically, and I apologize in advance if I mess up numbers here, but I'll do my best. So let's say that, you are going to, let's say we'll do an average job price, just starting out brand new, an average job price of, $10. We'll just do $10. Why not? We'll do $10. All right. And in order to make $2,000 a month at $10 per job, all right, I think what is that? That's like 200 jobs. Is that right? 200 jobs. So, so that means you got 200 jobs a month. You divide that by 30. All right. So then you've got, for 200 jobs a month, you're looking at, what is that? 30, 60, 90. 120, 150, 180, you know what I mean? 180, then 2. So basically you're looking at what per day, all right? If you do 50 a week, 50 a week, and then 50 a week, 57, so that would be what? 7 times 7 is 49. So you're looking at basically like, and kind of my numbers are wrong, I'm sorry, but like 7 voiceovers a day. 7 voiceovers a day at $10. Now, of course, we're just averaging out like per day, right? 7 voiceovers a day at $10 each. Okay? Of course, that changes if you do a voiceover for $50 or whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is, right, is that, you can break it down and figure out, okay, well, if I need to do 200 voiceovers a month, all right, how much, you start with 1, how many people, how many impressions, how many, offerings did I get in front of people? I think a lot of times we think there's some mystical challenge here, or mystical thing that we need to do in order to get more work. Do you know what I mean? Like, if the stars align, it'll happen. But the reality is, if you just step back and look at it from a different point of view and say there are specific numbers involved here, like how many people are actually seeing that I am in business and I can help them with a voiceover. And on top of that, how many of those people are actually looking for a voiceover? Okay? Those numbers are, they're actionable. I mean, you can get those numbers. I mean, just, by, let's say you join a platform, okay, that is a freelance platform or a pay-to-play platform. You can start to get, because a lot of these platforms, even more than ever, but a lot of them use analytics to help you with grow your business and show you how many people are seeing your offerings, how many people are clicking on them, right, and then how many people are ordering from them. Okay, so clearly the more people that see you, the more people are going to click on you, and the more people are going to order from you. Once you get that number down, all right, and I always like a 2 to 4% ratio. So what I'm saying is let's say 100 people view your offering. Maybe 100 people come to your website and look at your front page that says, order from me today for $10 for voiceover, whatever. I'm just using these general numbers. Okay. And then, 2 people to 4 people actually, click your order button that takes them to the next page that shows them what you actually offer and the little buy now button. Okay? And then from those 2 to 4 people, right, what percentage of the people who click actually buy? Again, this 2 to 4% is generally across the board that I found that you can count on, from people that see your stuff to people who click on your stuff to people who actually buy from you. Okay, so that means that, 2 to 4%, okay, of that. So if you are thinking, again, 100 people click, you're looking at 2 to 4 jobs. Can these numbers be different and change? Of course, there's always an exception to the rule. However, I have learned that this is pretty much, over years and years of working online with voiceover, using websites, my own websites, other freelance websites, other sites just in general, these numbers pretty much hold true. 2 to 4%, all right, is what you can look at from click to impression ratio to order to click ratio. Again, those can change. They can go either way, but you want to stay, as you grow and numbers get bigger, those are the numbers that are generally what you want to shoot for. So if you think about that, that means in order to get 2 to 4 jobs, that's 100 clicks. We said 2 to 4%. So let's say you get 4 clicks for every 100 impressions. To get 100 clicks, all right, well, think about that. You're going to need, thousands of impressions. Okay, once you get thousands of impressions, so if you had 1,000 impressions, 2 to 4% of that is going to be what? 20 to 40 clicks. Okay, 2,000, right? 40 to 80 clicks, etc. And then you see where the numbers are going. Yes, can you get jobs before then? Of course, there's always exceptions, like I said before, but generally speaking, I found that these numbers work. So that means that you can work backwards and say, okay, I know that I need to get 3,000 impressions, all right, in order to get 100 and some clicks and in order to get a couple of jobs. So that means that our goal number 2 that we set, right, to do, 7 jobs a day at $10 or whatever, if I remember correctly, right, then, that is what we need to get to 7 jobs. And if we were at what we said, thousands, so that means you need 5, 6, 7,000 impressions a day in order to be looking at that job. Now, as you get that many impressions or wherever you are, and you're getting more and more work, your prices will go up and you'll make more money. But the point I'm trying to make here is, and I know this is tough, the money will come, but that second goal is vital to understand how many impressions you're getting, who is seeing your stuff, who's clicking on it, where's that traffic going, and are they deciding to buy? You got to get, if you really want to grow this business to become a 6-figure business and grow in general, or at least grow from 0 to 100 to 500 to $1,000 a month, whatever, you've got to know these numbers and you got to understand them. All right. The third part to all this, and the third goal, the third goal to all this is you need to make sure in 2022 that you are either you do it weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or whatever. You need to track your numbers. You have to set a goal to track these numbers. And the reason why you've got to track these numbers, how many impressions you're getting, is it growing? What extra work are you doing to get more impressions, to get more clicks, to get more orders? All right. Because if you don't track this stuff, then what happens is you will not know what happened in order for you to know how to grow, all right, what to do next. All right, it's so important to track your actions. The results are what the goal, what we're trying to get to, but the actions are what leads us to the results, which means you've got to track your actions. Tracking the results at the end of the month saying, oh, I made, $5 this month, it was a bust. That is not what you need to be tracked. Yes, you can track that, of course, but the money is a result of the actions that you are taking. The actions must be what you track, because that's what you actually have control over, is your actions. All right. So if you understand I need to double my actions in order to double my income, there you go. What you'll find is you will get to a point, every business owner does too, where you will cap out what you can physically do by yourself. then it's time to look at hiring a virtual assistant, and it's time to look at how can you, like I said, leverage other people's money, other people's time. How can you grow more than just beyond you? There's only so much you can physically do, and there's really only so much you can talk. You can quantify all of this, right? Because we know how much usually generally takes a minute. We know how many words pretty much takes an hour. We can generally quantify because there's 24 hours in a day, and we can do that. So there will come a time where you peak out. But these three goals, right? Your revenue goal, the goal of what actions you are actually going to take to meet that goal, and you're tracking that goal every month, tracking your actions. That's a straightforward, easy set of in fact, every year, all right? But for 2022, what you can do to plan for success. I hope this video has been helpful. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, of course. Check us out. So excited getting back in the swing of, doing the academy. We've got a great marketing class going on tonight taught by moi. At 8 p.m. There will be a link below that you can join if you'd like. It is great to be back in the truck edition for you guys, and I look forward to doing many more of these. You have a great early New Year. We've got a couple days left before 2022. It's crazy, only a couple. And I will keep talking to you and doing more of these, all right, in the truck editions. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.